Bo, Addie, Eli, and Luke operate Rocky Top Holsteins in a partnership with his parents, Jeff and Risa Mitchell. Herd consists of 10 cows and many heifers that they show and market those genetics. They've exhibited many All Americans and Junior All Americans. He did a great job for us on our heifer classes last night, and we look forward to his judging efforts here as we get underway with our Holstein cow classes. Matt is an independent dairy consultant with the Southeast Barton Heifer Dairy Consulting Company. Our senior 2-year-old Jersey class, your lineup is setting up. So any exhibitors for the junior 3-year-old cow class that are not back in the makeup ring, you need to hurry, please. Get them down to the makeup ring. We're lining up the class in front of you now. This class is sponsored by Dairy Agenda Today. A representative from Dairy Agenda Today will join the folks at the Jersey Trophy table to assist with the presentation, please. Our senior 2-year-old jersey class for your All-American Open Jersey Show is now lined up, and our judge begins with his first place winner to be number 501. Arethusa Andrea Sunlight, exhibited by the Vieira Dairy Farms of Hillmar, California. That's also first place on the udder. Second place in second udder is going to go to 505, Oh My Victorious Parade, exhibited by Oh Mike and Family from Atchford, Wisconsin.
Another outstanding class of cows here in the senior 2-year-old class, and you stand back and you look at the rear udders all the way down the class here. Beautiful group of mammary systems, and I admire those cows. Have those nice snug udders, quality all the way through, and I'm going to go with our first place cow here. She's got a beautiful frame. You admire her depth and capacity all the way through, her openness all the way through, and the width that she carries, and give the advantage of the first cow. She's just a little cleaner down through the thigh region, maybe walks a little nicer on her rear legs than the cow here in second. Cow in second place, you really appreciate her mammary system. When you view them from the side, the second cow over to the third cow, just a little fuller at the bottom of the rear udder, just a little nicer turn, giving her a little nicer side view than the cow that comes out here in third place. The cow in third to give her the advantage over the cow in fourth. Just a little more cow up through the front end right now. Really like the way this fourth place cow looks. Cow that I'd like to see with another calf in another year. She's a cow that she just kind of grows on you. She keeps getting better as she's out here. Fourth and the fifth cow, to me, they're kind of cows like they're somewhat go together. They're similar style. Fifth place cow, just a cow that gives a little trouble in the ring sometimes, but when you get her in line, you can't deny her. You appreciate her width. You appreciate the length of that forudder, the way that forudder is snugly attached, shape and size of teat, and that's what give her the advantage over the beautiful frame cow that follows behind her in sixth place. The sixth place cow, you admire that strength of frame all the way through, but maybe just like the length in the forudder, and as I said, change her size and shape of teat to go any higher here today. Congratulations.
Thank you, Judge, and thanks to Dairy Agenda Today for being the sponsor for the Jersey Senior 2-year-old class. And again, your winner was exhibited by Vieira Dairy Farms of Hillmar, California. And in the second spot, 505, exhibited by Olmeccan Family. Third place then goes to 465, Dream Valley Kid Rock Tour, exhibited by Bosley Dairy. Fourth place went to 482, Spats Applejack Demi, exhibited by Spats Cattle Company and by Kelly Barbie and Michael Heath. Fifth place went to 467, Kilgus Victorious Meadow, exhibited by Kitely and Core and Borba. Sixth place, 480, Random Luck Premier Again, exhibited by Mason Zimba and Amy Hippen, Durhamville, New York. Seventh place went to number 477, Stadview Gentry Velocity, exhibited by the Boss Dairy of Lovington, New Mexico. Eighth place to 484, Kilgus Casino Teal, exhibited by Gigi Polakowski from Byron, Minnesota. Ninth place to 495, Ratliff's Fizz Bubbles, exhibited by Ron and Christy Ratliff, Garnett, Kansas. And in the 10th spot, number 489, Kilgus Victorious Riley, exhibited by the Kilgus Dairy, Fairbury, Illinois. Our junior 3-year-old Jersey class now in the ring, and it is sponsored by Cosmopolitan. The intermediate champion will follow this class. Again, want to note that the junior 3-year-old will show, of course, in the intermediate champion, but the senior 3-year-old winners will show in the senior champion, and your Jersey Jug winners will show in the Grand Champion Parade. So that's a change from previous years, so please make note of that. Summer Junior 2-year-old Holsteins, entry 215. They need you in the makeup ring. Junior 2-year-olds for the Holstein breed need to be in the makeup ring as well right now. Judge Mitchell has lined up his milk and yearling class. Standing in the top spot is going to be entry number 197, Buck Pride's Warrior Harley, exhibited by Brady and Bentley Cole. That's also first udder in the class. Second and second udder on 196, Our Way Master Lotta, exhibited by Page and Chase Rupert.
Well, it's great to be back this morning and a really nice class here in our Holstein Milk and Yearlings to start our show. I think a pair of cows that come to the top quite handily for me, and the more you look at them, the cow I'm starting the class with, I think she's a fairly handy winner. She uses her advantages in the mammary system today, particularly height and width right at the top of the rear udder to go over our cow in second. She's also a little more balanced cow, a little more appropriate size. I prefer the set to the leg on my first place cow over my cow in second. Second over third, I much prefer just the width at the top of the rear udder, the way the top of the rear udder blends today over our recently fresh cow in third. The cow in third, she has just a little more power, a little more substance to her than this extremely dairy heifer coming out in fourth. I also prefer the way the teeth sit on the udder, particularly when you view them from the side. The front and rear teats are extremely close on my cow here in fourth. Fourth over fifth, just so much more quality about the mammary system, particularly the fore udder, just so much more venacious, blends just a little smoother and tighter for me today than the big, powerful cow coming out in fifth.
Thank you, Judge Mitchell. And now continue with the placings for the milk and yearling class. Third place goes to entry 202, Miss Borealis Dorman Baby. And in the fourth spot, number 201, DKH Dempsey Pompey, exhibited by Kelly Wiles. Fifth place, entry 250, Georgetown Denver Marinette, exhibited by Parker George. Last call for Holstein 215. Last call, Holstein 215 for the summer junior 2-year-old class. Your class is in the ring. We ask again, any of you exhibitors, if you have scratches throughout the day, if you would let our makeup crew know that. That helps us on getting our animals lined up for the classes. If you have scratches, please be sure to let our makeup crew know. Summer junior 2-year-old for the Holsteins is now in the ring, so the junior 2-year-old class needs to be in the makeup area. Holstein Junior 2-year-olds, Holstein Junior 2-year-olds, they need you in the makeup ring. Our classes are not very big, so we would keep your cows coming this way for the Holstein show. Remind you, Jersey exhibitors, about your rules on the class winners. The rules of the All-American Jersey Show require that professional pictures of all class winners and all second place winners be sent directly to the Jersey Journal for your use in reporting of the event. Again, remind you that professional pictures are required for both your first place and second place winners. Supreme Champion Show today will be after the conclusion of our classes currently here in the show ring. The end of the Jersey Show and the Holstein Show. Shortly after that, we're going to say maybe 30 minutes or so, we will have our Supreme Show. We'll parade our junior champions and our grand champions for all breeds who select those Supreme Champions for your 2022 North American International Livestock Expo. So be sure to hang around with us. And for you exhibitors, you are required to have a release this year. You can get those at the livestock office. So before you decide to leave the showgrounds here this afternoon or this evening, make sure that you do get a release from the livestock office. Our Holstein Summer Junior 2-year-old class is now lined up. Judge Matt Mitchell has put at the top of his class number 204, MST Triple T TL Flame Red, exhibited by Oakville Corners Dairy. Second place in that lineup is number 203, Savagely Charisma Betty, exhibited by Austin Yoder and Ruben Shopman.
Great class of cows here in your Holstein Summer Junior 2-year-old class. Two cows at the top of the class that are just exceptional. For me today, when you stand back and look at them, I much prefer the red cow I started the class with. I think she's so much more balanced about her frame. Just a tremendous high-style cow. I think she has a little more sweep to her rib, a little more drop to her fore and her rear rib when you get back away from her. She's also a little more correct in her rump structure, more level from hooks to pins than our cow in second. I will grant my cow in second. I much prefer the set to her hock over my cow in first. That makes it a close placing for me, but two great cows. Second over third, she's a little more youthful in her mammary system today. Just a little more stylish cow all the way through. The cow in third, a cow with very few faults. I much prefer the way she tracks on her rear legs, keeps her legs up underneath her over the extremely stylish, great front-ended cow coming out in fourth. It is just that style about the front end, just her beautiful uphill run and just the style that carries our fourth place cow over the cow in fifth.
Junior 2-year-old Holsteins into the ring, please. Senior 2-year-old Holstein should be back in the makeup area. Continue with your placings for the Summer Junior 2-year-old. Third place goes to 209, Nails Valley Hancock FID, exhibited by Kylie Conan. Fourth place goes to 214, Miss Jumpin' June ET, exhibited by Tyler Meyer and James Birch. Fifth place to 216, Borderview Crush Sissy, exhibited by Victoria Nodoff. Sixth place went to number 211, Zairview Diamondback Fancy, exhibited by Wyatt Zaire and Rosalie Zaire. Seventh place, number 207, Karakash R.K. Jagat Celine, exhibited by Curtis Griffin and Evelyn and Agnes Griffin. Eighth place, number 206, Russell Ridge Pharaoh Blast, exhibited by Amelia Russell. Five entries here now for our Junior 2-year-old class, so Senior 2-year-olds need to be getting lined up. Back in the makeup ring, please. Senior 2-year-old Holsteins, we need you in the makeup ring right now. Your class will be in just a few moments. We're in the lineup already for the class in front of you. So senior 2-year-old Holsteins, please hurry to the makeup ring. Remind you again, our Holstein classes are very small. They're going fast. So be bringing down the senior 2-year-olds and also start this way with your 3-year-olds. Our judges making the first draw on their junior 3-year-old class. So we need to start getting lined up for the intermediate champion, our first and second places. For classes 13 through 18 on our All-American Jersey Show. Let's get them lined up for the intermediate champion. Our junior 2-year-old class, the judge has lined it up, and I can tell you that he has picked his first place winner to be number 220, BJ Grove Door Beehive, exhibited by Casey Clanton. That's also first on the udder. Second and second on udders, 222, RBR FRM Jacoby Crown, exhibited by Jacob and Addison Raber. Judge?
Another great class of cows here this morning. I think a pair of cows that sort themselves to the top quite handily for me. The cow I'm going to start the class with just uses her advantages in the mammary system. She's much more level on the udder floor. She also is higher and wider right at the top of the rear udder than this extremely fancy cow coming out in second. I will grant I prefer the balance about the second cow's frame. She has just a little more drop to her forerib than the cow that we started the class with. Second over third, she's just so much cleaner all the way through, cleaner and angular up about her head, cleaner and more refined right down in the hock too. Third over fourth, I much prefer the front teat size and shape and placement on the third cow over our cow in fourth. Fourth over fifth, just so much smoother blending about the fore udder, much more, blends much smoother right at the top of the rear udder than our cow coming out in fifth today.
Thank you, Judge Mitchell. Now the continuation of the junior 2-year-old class. Third place went to number 218, Oakfield Doorman Cooey, exhibited by Alicia Lamb and Jonathan Lamb in the Oakfield Corners Dairy. Fourth place went to number 223, Leanne Akers Crush Sydney, exhibited by Richard Thomas. Fifth place, number 219, Golden Oaks A. Tawanya, exhibited by Austin Ryder. Senior 2-year-old Holstein entries 227, 228, and 238. Your class is coming to the gate into the ring. That's 227, 228, and 238. Senior 2-year-old class on the Holstein side is coming in the ring. We need those three now. Also 239. Junior 3-year Holsteins. You're needed in the makeup ring. Senior 2, 227, 228, 238, and 239. Your class is coming in the ring. So this is your last call. First place winners for classes 13 through 18, and second place winners need to be in the makeup ring now, being lined up for the intermediate champion. Again, just to explain the change on that for this year. The intermediate champion goes through the junior 3-year class. The senior 3-year-olds move up to the senior parade for senior champion. Your Jersey Jug Cows will actually be in the Grand Champion Parade. So that's a change on your All-American lineup for this year. So classes 13 through 18, first and second place winners should be getting lined up in the makeup ring, ready to show for the intermediate champion. Our junior 3-year-old class is being sponsored by Cosmopolitan. Representative from Cosmopolitan, if you'll join the Jersey folks at the Jersey Trophy table to assist with the presentation, please. Holstein junior 3s, you need to be in the makeup ring. Also senior 3s, junior and senior 3-year-old Holsteins, they need you in the makeup ring. Junior 3-year-old class on the All-American Open Jersey Show is lined up, and Judge Vanderbilt has put at the top number 551, Rivendell VIP Eloise, exhibited by the Vieira Dairy Farms of Helmar, California. They're first in class and first udder. Second goes to 552, Pine Haven Victorious Margaret, exhibited by the River Valley Farm, Tremont, Illinois, and they're second on the udder. Judge?
What a tremendous class of cows here in our junior 3-year-old class here today. It's a great group all the way down. If you like great mammary systems, take a look at this class. I appreciate the quality. These guys and gals that got these cows ready today. On these cows, their udders are bang on. We're not losing any quality, but we got a cow that comes to the top. She's got so much power and strength to her. She moves freely. She's a big cow, but she moves so freely. She just outhorses the cow a little bit. That's in second place. The cow in second. I give her the advantage over the third place cow. She's just stronger about her top. She just holds herself together a little nicer through the loin region than the cow following in third. Cow in third's a cow I moved up at the last minute. I give her the advantage over the cow in fourth. For me, this third place cow, she just moves so much freer on her rear legs. The cow in fourth, she's a pretty cow. You admire from one end to the other. You admire the quality and the prettiness of her mammary system. For me, she just needs to move around the ring a little freer to go any higher here today. But I give her the advantage. She just shows just a little more overall quality in her udder, a little more prettiness all the way through than the big front-ended cow following behind her in fifth place. And the cow in fifth, it's just that overall size and scale, a little more pop to her rear udder than the cow that comes below her. The beautiful black cow comes below her. You appreciate the quality of her udder, but just needs a little more height and width the rear udder to go over the cow above her. Congratulations.
Thank you, Judge. And now getting lined up for the intermediate champion and the reserve intermediate champion. Now the rest of your places through 10 places on your junior 3-year-old cow class for your All-American Jersey show. Third place goes to 550, Big Guns Andreas Velvet, exhibited by Peter Vale and Bud John Farms. Fourth place to 529, Paulin Victorious Maya, exhibited by the River Valley Farm, Tremont, Illinois. Fifth place to 554, Weddale Gentry Graceful, exhibited by Peter Vale and Bud John Farms. Sixth place to 528, Four Hills Lola Guns and Roses, exhibited by Megan and Sarah Hill, Four Hills Farm. Seventh place to 556, Big Guns Andreas Vegas Bomb, exhibited by Frank and Carol Borba, and by Frank and Diane Borba and Kitely and Core. Eighth place went to 526, Avonlea Silver of CF Verona, exhibited by Dale Pheasant. Ninth place went to 510, Cavetta Colton Delilah, exhibited by the Vieira Dairy Farms of Hillmar, California. And 10th place to 545, Unique HP Enchanting, exhibited by T&L Cattle Company and Mike Berry. Entry 246 and 248 for the Holsteins. They need you in the makeup ring now. Your class is coming in, 246 and 248. Judge Mitchell has his senior 2-year-old class lined up, and he will begin with entry number 236 as his first place winner and first udder, and that's Oakfield Norman Carmen, exhibited by Alicia and Jonathan Lamb and Oakfield Dairy. Second place goes to 234, Hoger Stuckey Crush Sage, exhibited by Stuckey Home Holsteins.
Another great class of cows here in our Holstein senior 2-year-olds. For me, quite a handy winner, a cow. You just really admire just the frame on this cow, a beautiful uphill run, and then just a tremendous mammary system as well. It is just her mass all the way through, the depth of her forerib that carries her over our cow in second. She also has a much wider rear udder when you get right behind them. Second over third, she's just so much cleaner and more angular today than our cow coming out in third. Just cleaner all the way through. My third place cow, I will grant, I really admire the mammary system on this cow. She's a little higher and wider at the top of the rear udder than our cow in second. She just lacks that cleanliness all the way through to get above the other two cows. Third over fourth today, I much prefer the definition of seam. Just a little more width and height at the top of the rear udder today than our cow coming out in fourth. Fourth over fifth, I much prefer the teat size and shape. the levelness from the udder floor. She's a little smoother blending from quarter to quarter than the cow coming out in fifth.
Thank you, Judge. On our All-American Jersey side, the Intermediate Champion Award is provided by Phil and Marty Gordon and family. The Reserve Intermediate Champion Award provided by Delane Smith. So representatives from the Phil Gordon family and Delane Smith family, please come down to the Jersey Trophy table. Continuing with the placings for the senior 2-year-old Holstein class. Third place went to 226, ZMP Sweet PS Tattoo Dusk, exhibited by Casey Clanton and Zachary Paul. Fourth place to 229, Leanne Akers Dock Tip, exhibited by Thomas Sheldon. Fifth place went to 231, BJ Grove G Chip Silly Putty, exhibited by Casey Clanton. Sixth place, number 285, Rotary Crushable Lashes, exhibited by Austin Yoder and Shopman Holsteins. Seventh place, number 230, Green Meadow, Undenied 92, exhibited by the Green Meadow Farms. Eighth place, number 233, White Cove Raspberry, exhibited by Dylan Reed. Jersey Senior Trios, you're needed in the makeup ring now. Our intermediate champion class, the lineup is in place. Senior 3-year-olds for the Jersey breed, they need you now. Quickly, please. We have our junior 3-year-old class in the ring for the Holsteins. So senior threes need to be in the makeup ring, as well as our first and second place winners. Ready to show back for the intermediate and reserve intermediate champion. So senior 3-year-olds and first and second place winners and all those classes need to be back in the makeup ring now.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, in the Jersey ring, we've had a beautiful start to the morning with our young cows. And one thing with all the young cows that came back here for selection of intermediate champion, impressed with the way they've had their quality all the way through. We pulled out 5 cows here to consider for your intermediate, your reserve, and your honorable mention. And to me, there's pretty 5 special cows out here. If you love milking cows, you should like to get up in the morning to milk these. But anyway, without any further ado, I'm going to go and I'm going to select our intermediate champion, our reserve, and our honorable mention in that fashion. And please give them a big round of applause after I do so. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, 5 cows out here that, you know, I got a good friend of mine that uses a phrase once in a while. I'm going to steal it from him. They kind of crank me up. This junior 3-year-old, I can't find many holes in her. I can't find any holes in her. I love the strength. I love the style, the uphill run, the beautiful mammary system. I love the way she moves so freely. We're going to follow in with our Milken senior yearling for reserve. She's a young cow that's held together so well. We just feel she types in a little nicer. She's maybe just a little better balanced cow than our second place junior 3-year-old for honorable mention. She just moves, maybe you just like her through the hock a little nicer than our second place junior 3-year-old. But take nothing away from this junior 3-year-old. You get behind her, you appreciate her width all the way through. You appreciate the snugness and tightness of her mammary system. 3 tremendous young cows in our mind for your intermediate champions today. Congratulations to the breeders and the exhibitors.
So your intermediate champion for your All-American Jersey show will be from the junior 3-year-old class. Your winner there was Rivendell VIP Eloise, exhibited by the Vieira Dairy Farms of Hillmar, California. That's your intermediate champion. In the reserve spot, number 380, Intense Video Shelby, exhibited by Mortimer Jersey, Smithfield, Utah. And honorable mention went to your second place winner from that junior 3-year-old cow class, 552 Pine Haven Victorious Margaret, exhibited by River Valley Farm, Tremont, Illinois. Congratulations. Our thanks to the Phil and Marty Gordon families from Goshen, Indiana, for providing the trophy for the intermediate champion. And for the reserve intermediate champion female, Delane Smith, presenting that for the Donald and Joyce Smith family memorial trophy to the reserve intermediate champion. Jersey Senior 3, Jersey Senior 3. We're missing a whole lot of animals. So make your way down the ramp quickly, please. Jersey Senior 3. Your class is coming in the ring right now. You're in the sound of my voice. Get in high gear. Senior 3-year-old jerseys, we're calling on you. Class will be sponsored by Pleasant Ridge Jerseys and Ron Moser, family from Geneva, Indiana. Junior 3-year-old Holsteins are in the ring, so senior 3-year-olds and our first and second place winners for those previous classes need to be getting lined up now. Back in the makeup ring, please. Senior 3-year-old jerseys, please bring them on. Judge Mitchell has completed his junior 3-year-old Holstein class. He has him lined up, and he's going to begin with entry number 246. That'll be second place on the udder. That's Oakville Ben Electric, exhibited by the Oakville Corners Dairy. And in the second spot and first udder, number 238, Top Glen Deaf Wild Rose Red, exhibited by Marissa Top. Senior 3-year-old jerseys coming into the ring for your All-American show.
Well, another great class of cows in your Holstein junior 3-year-old class today. I think a pair of cows that come to the top of the class quite handily for me, and it is a fairly close placing. For me, the cow I started the class with is the most balanced in her frame. She's also much more level from hooks to pins, keeps her rear legs up under just a little nicer for me today. I will grant my cow in second is a much cleaner, more angular cow all the way through. I also think she has a little more quality to her mammary system, a little more venacious all the way through, a little deeper in her seam. An extremely close pair of cows. It is just that angularity all the way through that carries our second place cow over our cow in third. She also moves a little freer on her rear legs today than the cow coming out in third. The cow in third, an extremely balanced cow with a very well attached mammary system. I much prefer the teat size and shape on my third place cow over my cow in fourth. Fourth over fifth, she's just a little cleaner all the way through today. I also prefer the front teat placement today over our cow in fifth. The cow in fourth also just a little fuller, a little higher and wider out at the top of the rear udder today.
And remaining places now for your junior 3-year-old class. Third place goes to number 253, Lucky Artist Artistic, exhibited by Callum Francis and Lane Allison. Fourth place went to number 247, Red EJ, exhibited by Kevin Freese. Fifth place, number 241, Steinway, exhibited by Jay Ackley and Damon Burdick. Sixth place, RBR FRM, Jacoby Amarillo, exhibited by Addison and Jacob Raber. Seventh place to number 245, Red Carpet DM Dream Girl, exhibited by Stan Mardell Express and Ashgo. Eighth place to number 244, Omar Dorman Big Bob Boo, exhibited by Isaac Nelson. Senior 3-year-olds are in the ring now for your Holstein show. Need our first and second place winners from classes 11 through 16 to get lined up for the Intermediate Senior Champion Parade. Bring it over also your 4-year-old cows. 4-year-old Jersey cows should be back in the makeup ring. Bring down your 4-year-old Jersey cows to the makeup ring. Line it up for Class 17, your senior 3-year-old Holstein class. 255 is your first place winner, and second on the other, OCD Crushable Sidekick from the Oakville Corners Dairy. And second place and first on the other to 262, T Triple T Paprika, exhibited by Triple T Holsteins.
Well, another great class of cows here for our senior 3-year-old class, and a cow that wins quite handily for me today. This cow's just so much cleaner and more angular than our cow in second. She's an extremely long cow. I also give her an advantage in feet and legs. She's much stronger in her pasturing today than our cow coming out in second. Our cow in second, a cow that has had 3 calves, just an extremely youthful mammary system, a tremendous mammary system, particularly for 3 calves. It is just the snugness about her foreudder, so much smoother blending in the foreudder that places our second cow over our cow in third. Third over fourth, just so much cleaner and angular all the way through, much more refined in her bone, particularly in the hock and up through the head and neck. Fourth over fifth, just so much snugger in the foreudder, a little longer in her foreudder attachment today. Congratulations.
Our first and second place winners now for the Holsteins, showing for intermediate and reserve intermediate champion. Continue with your placings on the senior 3-year-old. Third place goes to number 256, M Riverview Gold Chip Andy, exhibited by Katie McWilliams. Fourth place to number 264, Miss Kabrick, EXP SMD Jolene, exhibited by Stan Mardell Express. Fifth place to number 263, Old Lindane Dorman Kate, exhibited by Emily Good and Joshua Kegel. Sixth place, number 258, Lordale Tattoo Malia, exhibited by Casey Clanton and Ellie Albert and Dexter Ruffcorn. Four-year-old Jersey cows should be in the makeup ring. And we're really short on the 4-year-old Holsteins. You're going to be in class 19 for the Holstein show. The 4-year-olds, you need to be in the makeup ring now. Our Supreme Championship show today will be about 30 minutes after the final breed show that we have here in Freedom Hall today. Our Junior Champion Parade and our Grand Champion Parade looking to find the Supreme Champion heifer and the Supreme Champion cow for this year's North American International Livestock Expo. That'll all take place right here about 30 minutes after our breed shows are completed. Our senior 3-year-old jerseys are moving into the lineup. So 4-year-old jersey cows, if you're not in the makeup ring, you need to hurry along. We're moving into the lineup already for the class in front of you. Sponsor of the senior 3-year-old cow class in the All-American Jersey Show is Pleasant Ridge Jerseys, owned by Ronnie Moser family of Geneva, Indiana.
Well, if everyone would, let's give these Holstein exhibitors another big round of applause. It's been a great young cow Holstein show here this morning. To me, I pulled out the 5 cows that are in contention for intermediate champion this morning. I pulled out your first and second place senior 2-year or summer junior 2s. Our first place red heifer here on the end, a heifer that's extremely balanced with a great mammary system. The heifer in second there, another heifer with just a tremendous mammary system. Then our first place senior 2, a cow that you really admire the balance about her frame, just tremendous width, the rear udder. And then this great frame junior 3-year-old, so much power, so much balance. And then the extremely long, extremely dairy senior 3 that I pulled out. I'm going to go out and congratulate your intermediate champion, your reserve, and then honorable mention in that order, and I'll come back and give my reasons. Just a great group of cows here. For me, this young summer junior 2 is just an extremely balanced cow, a great front end, tremendous depth and openness to her fore and her rear rib, and then just a tremendous mammary system as well. It's just the overall balance about her frame that places the summer junior 2 over this senior 2. Just a tremendous mammary system on our senior 2. It is just the definition of seam and the width all the way right at the top of the rear udder that carries her over this extremely dairy senior 3 that we'll use for honorable mention. Congratulations.
And standing in first place in our senior 3-year-old cow class for the All-American Jersey Show is number 581, Pacific Edge Premier Diva, exhibited by Brent Roca from Tillamook, Oregon. That's first udder as well. Second and second udder goes to 603, J.K. Colton Fiona, exhibited by the R&R Dairy, Tillamook, Oregon.
In our senior 3-year-olds here, starting the class off a cow that comes to the top quite handily. You appreciate her overall style all the way through, her mammary system. She's the best uddered cow in the class. She holds herself together so nicely through her top line. She walks on a beautiful set of feet and legs, and as I said, so well balanced all the way through. The second cow, she's a cow that when you get behind the group here, she types in for us the nicest with the first place cow. You appreciate her width all the way through. You give her the advantage over the third cow, just a little nicer up through the front end, little nicer the way her head and neck comes out of her shoulder. Little nicer quality of bone all the way through, down through the hock as well. The third place cow over the fourth place cow, maybe just a little stronger on top at all times. A cow from the side, just a little leveler on the floor of her udder than the nice dairy cow that comes out here in fourth place. The fourth place over the big, nice, tall front-ended cow coming out in fifth. Just a little more overall maturity. Give her the advantage to a cow that has just a little more overall width than the cow that comes out here in fifth place. Congratulations.
Over in our Holstein ring, your intermediate champion is going to be entry number 204. Miss Triple T Flame Red, exhibited by Oakfield Corners Dairy. The reserve intermediate champion award to go to entry number 236, Oakfield Dorman Carm, exhibited by Oakfield Corners Dairy. An honorable mention went to entry number 255, OCD Crushable Sidekick, exhibited by Oakfield Corners Dairy. Third place in your senior 3-year-old All-American Open Jersey class. Third place goes to number 601, JPL Joe Adela, exhibited by Vieira Dairy Farms. Fourth place went to 590, Cowbell Viral Ringaruma, exhibited by Ron and Christy Ratliff. Fifth place went to 571, DKG Andreas Flawless, exhibited by Peter Vale and Bud John Farms. Sixth place went to 582, MM Colton Fearless, exhibited by the Boss Dairy. Seventh place to 580, SV Heath Joe Jamila, exhibited by Wayne and Alan Stiles and Michael Heath. Eighth place went to number 600, Highland Joe's Jody, exhibited by the Donald H. Bolin family, Fremont, Ohio. Ninth place went to entry 576, Pacific Edge Gunman Deviant, exhibited by Brent Roca, Tillamook, Oregon. And 10th place went to number 579, VF Showdown Glimmer, exhibited by Ron and Christy Ratliff, Garnett, Kansas. Last call, 278, 287 on the Holstein ring. 278, 287, last call on your 4-year-old class. Class 22 now in the ring for the All-American Jersey Show. That's your 4-year-old cow class, sponsored by Ma Brown Jerseys of Dodgeville, Wisconsin. Just to remind you, jersey exhibitors again now, the rules of the All American Jersey Show require that professional pictures of all class winners, both first and second place winners, be sent directly to the Jersey Journal so they can use those in reporting about your All American show. And folks, with the new year comes new traditions. The most popular issue of the Jersey Journal is coming back into print for 2023. We are excited to announce from the Jersey folks that the January issue featuring the All-American Jersey events will be printed and mailed to all subscribers this coming January. So stay tuned for more news coming soon on this exciting news, but to add additions, what you're going to want in January, featuring all the activities of your All-American Jersey show. Holstein 5-year-old cows and 6 and over cows need to be in the makeup ring now. Class 2021 need to be in the makeup ring for Holstein. 5-year-old cows and the 6 and over need you in the makeup ring. For the 5-year-old Holstein class, we need entries 288, 289, 294, and 299. Holstein 5-year-olds, we need you in the makeup ring. That's 288, 289, 294, and 299. Entry 288 for the 5-year-old cow class. Last call. 5-year-old Holstein cow class. Entry 288. Needed right now. Your class is about to come in. Our judges making their draw on the 4-year-old Jersey cow class. So the 5-year-old cows should be back in the makeup ring. Let's bring them on down to the makeup for the 5-year-old class, please. Our judge has lined his class up, his 4-year-old Holstein class. He's going to begin with entry number 277. That's also his first udder winner for the class. Dennis D. DeLora, exhibited by the Golden Oaks Farm. Second place and second on udder, 281. Carl Dot Bautista Emma, exhibited by Landry and Dakota Fraley.
Well, another great class of cows here in your 4-year-old class. For me, a cow that comes to the top quite handily for me. Just a tremendous mammary system on this cow. She does use her advantages in the mammary system, just much more correct in the front teat size and shape. She blends a little smoother in her fore udder and right at the top of the rear udder. She also has so much more width all the way through, so much more mass at the inner chest floor, a little more drop to her fore and her rear rib than this extremely stylish cow coming out in second. The cow in second, she's just a beautiful frame cow, extremely stylish cow. She's a little nicer at the top of her rear udder, just a little snugger in the mammary system all the way together than our cow coming out in third. Third over fourth, I much prefer the rump structure on my third place cow. More level from hooks to pins. She's also more correct in her front teat placement. My cow in fourth, just her front teats are plenty wide when you get down and look at them. And then fourth over fifth, just cleaner and more angular all the way through today.
Our 5-year-old Holstein cow class is coming in now. The age cow class for the Holsteins need to be back in the makeup ring. Also, your 150,000-pound cow class should be in the makeup ring now. Your placings continue with those for the 4-year-old Holstein cow class. Third place, we go to number 286, Pottsdale D-Back Tanya, exhibited by Glamour View Dairy. Fourth place goes to number 282, Oakfield Gold Luck, exhibited by Oakfield Corners Dairy. Fifth place went to 274, MS Sid Beauty PF Bourbon, exhibited by Plainfield Farms. Sixth place, number 283, Esteford LM Bella, exhibited by Bray Dairy. Seventh place goes to 275, John Lou Solomon Princess, exhibited by Alley and Briar Keenan. Eighth place, number 273, Tidy Chili Slice, exhibited by Austin Yoder. Ninth place, number 271, Rolling River, KM Alleycat, exhibited by Camry Meyer and Bentley Brush. 10th place, 272, Skip Doc Philosophy, exhibited by John Skipton. Representative from Mall Brown Jerseys, come down to the Jersey ring, please, for the class sponsorship presentation. Mall Brown Jerseys of Dodgeville, Wisconsin is the sponsor for this 4-year-old cow class. Our judges have lined up their All-American Open Jersey 4-year-old cow class, and standing at the top is number 627, DC Kamakura Sasuke, exhibited by Cash In Jerseys and Lila Utterback. That's first and first udder. Second and second udder to 618, Milk and Honey Vaden Fern, exhibited by Vieira Dairy Farms, Hilmar, California.
In our 4-year-old class here in the Jersey ring, a really nice group of cows here again. And these two cows, in our mind, they sort themselves to the top. They're a pair of cows that they come together as a nice pair. We give the advantage to the first place cow. She's just maybe got a little more width up through the front end than the first place cow. When they're out on the move, just tracks a little squarer up in the front end than the second place cow. It's a close placing, but we give the advantage on the first place cow, maybe just a freckle leveler on the floor of her udder over the second cow. The second cow, we just give her the advantage over the cow in third. She just holds herself together. She's a cow that holds her top. She's got that strength over her top line, carries that strength right to the rump region, gives the advantage over the long frame cow coming out in third. The cow in third, you do admire her overall dairyness all the way through. Give her the advantage, the third place cow over the fourth cow, just more height and width at the top of the rear udder. That rear udder just gets a little higher than the beautiful frame cow that we have coming in fourth. The cow in fourth gets the advantage over the fifth place cow. She's just more open in her frame. When you get behind these two cows, there's just more power all the way through. She's got more spring of rib today than the nice uddered cow that follows out behind her in fifth place. In the fifth cow, the fifth and sixth cow, they type together nicely. Just give a little advantage to the fifth cow. She's just a little cleaner right today than the cow that follows behind her that's been milking for over a year now, the sixth place cow. But two nice cows that type together for fifth and sixth. Congratulations.
In our Holstein 5-year-old class, standing at the top is going to be entry number 299. That's first and then second on the udder. The job, Vale DRM Sunshine. Second place to number 291, Elio Arvis Lara Lee, exhibited by the Golden Oaks Farm.
Well, here in our Holstein 5-year-old class, just a great group of cows, great cows all the way down to the bottom. And for me, a pretty handy winner, the cow that we're starting the class with. Just a tremendous framed cow. When you view her from the side, she just blows the rest of the class away. She has so much more width right up in between her chest floor, so much more depth of fore and rear rib than our cow coming out in second. Our cow in second, a great cow in her own right. A tremendous mammary system, just a beautiful dairy cow. She uses her advantages in feet and legs to go over a cow in third. She keeps her legs up underneath her a little nicer, just moving around the ring so much more comfortably today. Our third place cow, a cow with just a tremendous mammary system, a cow that has had 5 calves. To me, it's just the width of the top of the rear udder, just the width of the mammary system all the way through that carries her over this big, strong cow coming out in fourth. Our cow in fourth has a much more correct set of feet and legs, much stronger on her pasturing than this extremely dairy cow coming out in fifth.
Continuing the placings for the 5-year-old Holstein cow class. Your first place winner again was number 299, exhibited by Chandler and Calvin Bennig. Second place went to 291, exhibited by Golden Oaks Farm. And then third in the class was 290, Pine Tree Fraz, exhibited by Mason Zimba. Fourth place went to 297, Amarada Bryant S. Greta, exhibited by Curtis Kovic. Fifth place went to number 300, Jacob Sid Bubble, exhibited by Plainfield Farms. Sixth place went to 289, McWilliams Ammo Susan, exhibited by Charlene McWilliams. And seventh place, 296, Skip Avalanche Jewel, exhibited by Josh Skipton. Now for the rest of the placings that you have on your All-American Jersey 4-year-old class, sponsored by Ma Brown Jerseys. Third place went to 632, Summer Breeze Tequila Gale, exhibited by the Vieira Dairy Farms. Fourth place went to 646, Pacific Edge Colton Jasmine, exhibited by Brent Rocha, Pacific Edge Farm, Tillamook, Oregon. Fifth place, 643, Herge Grandius Maid, exhibited by Kitely and Core and Frank and Diane Borba. Sixth place went to 649, Kilgus Metallica Marcia, exhibited by the Kilgus Dairy. Seventh place, number 608, KCJF Joel Never Back Down, exhibited by Kitely and Core Jerseys and Kenny and Kelly Jo Mannion. Eighth place to 622, DKG Impression Spice, exhibited by William Grammer and Megan Grammer, along with Lane Gruey from Helena, Ohio. Ninth place to 625, Hocroft Andreas Joplin, exhibited by Taylor, Aaron, and Sophie Leach. 10th place to 611, BJ Texas Madrid, exhibited by Megan and Sarah Hill. Presently showing our 5-year-old jerseys in your All-American show. And the class is sponsored by Lady Lane Farm and Patrick Gorley. Our placings on our 6 and over Holstein show. First place is standing there is 305 K Hurst Armani Dazed ET, shown by Ackley Holsteins. Second place goes to 304 Scully MT Phil Mogul, exhibited by Diamond Valley Dairy.
Just a great class of cows here in your Holstein age cows. A cow that's quite a handy winner for me, just a tremendous balanced cow, an extremely quality cow from just all the way through. She uses her width at the top of the mammary system, a little more correct in her teat size and shape to go over our cow in second. Second over third. Again, just a little more quality all the way through, a little more venacious mammary system, a little more width all the way through the mammary system. And then third over fourth, just much snugger, particularly on the right side of the forudder, and a little more level from hooks to pins. And this great dairy strength cow coming out in fourth.
Thank you, Judge Mitchell. And now continue with the placings for the 6 and over class. Third place goes to number 301, Skip High Octane Exquisite, shown by Josh Skipton. Fourth place, number 303, Hellover Airlift Bono, exhibited by Alex Burley. Just one entry in the 150,000 pound cow class. So we need to be getting lined up for our senior champion parade. First and second place winners. Let's get them lined up, please. In the makeup ring and lined up for your senior and reserve senior champion. Your winner in Class 23, your 150,000 pound class, is number 307, Oakfield Reality Harmony, exhibited by Oakfield Corners Dairy.
Well, just one entry here in your production class in the Holstein show. A cow that's 12 years old and had 8 calves. Just a tremendous cow, tremendous mammary system, still well above her hock today, and a beautiful dairy frame to go along with it. Certainly deserving to win your class today. Congratulations.
Bringing your first and second place winners now for the senior and reserve senior champions. We have our 5-year-old cows in the ring for your All-American Jersey show. So up next will be your 6 and over Jersey cows. Be making your way down to the makeup area.
If everybody would, let's give our Holstein exhibitors here a big round of applause. I pulled 4 cows out here that I think are in contention for senior champion today. Our first place 4-year-old, just a tremendous mammary system on this cow. Such a square rear udder, so much height and width. Then our first place 5-year-old, a cow with just a tremendous frame and a great mammary system as well. And then our first place age cow, another cow that's just extremely balanced, so much quality all the way through. Then I pulled out our first place production cow, a cow that's 12 years old and had 8 calves. I thought certainly deserving to have her out here today with these other 3 cows. I'm going to go look just a minute, and then I will congratulate your senior champion, reserve, and honorable mention in that order. Three exceptional cows out here today. For me, when I look at them, this first place 5-year-old is just such a balanced cow. I prefer the way she is more level from hooks to pins. Her tail head sits down in between her pins at all times. She also moves just a little nicer on her feet and legs, a little stronger on her pasturing than this extremely balanced age cow that will be your reserve senior champion. A cow that has just tremendous quality, just a beautiful mammary system, venacious just all over. And then our first place 4-year-old, a cow that maybe doesn't have quite the balance about her frame as these other 2 cows, but just a tremendous mammary system. Congratulations.
Sponsor of our 5-year-old Jersey cow class today for the All-American Jersey Show is Lady Lane Farm and Patrick Gorley from Oregon. Representatives down to the trophy table, please. So this is green. So your senior champion will be entry number 299 for the Holstein Show. That's Bud Johns Vale DRM Sunshine, exhibited by Chandler and Calvin Bennig. Reserve award went to number 305, K. Hurst Armani Dazed, exhibited by Ackley Holsteins. Honorable mention went to number 277, Dina's D. Delora, exhibited by the Golden Oaks Farm. Congratulations. And your lineup for your 5-year-old Jersey cow class at first spot is best udder and winner of the class will be number 675, Secord Howacres Tesla, exhibited by River Valley Farm. Standing in the second spot is number 668, Sugarbrook Bartender Bridget, exhibited by Ernest Kiefner, Terry Packard, Adam Fraley, and Rodney Hitz. That's second and second udder.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, another nice class of 5-year-old cows here today, and we're starting off a cow that comes to the top. We give her the advantage. She's just a cow that shows a lot of overall balance in her frame. She just you appreciate that overall depth of rib from fore to rear rib. Carries on down through her mammary system. Give her the advantage. We give her the she's the best udder in the class. When you get behind them, just shows a little more height at the top of the rear udder than the cow that follows out in second. The cow in second, we feel she types in is a little nicer with the first cow. She's a cow that's got some overall length to her. She's got that maturity that she carries all the way through that blends with the first cow. You appreciate the shape of her rear udder, and it's those reasons that give her the advantage over the cow 1/3. The cow 1/3, she's kind of a no holes kind of cow, but you'd like maybe just a little more maturity to go any higher here today. She's a cow that you admire her front end, you admire the way her teats are placed on her udder, and gives the advantage over the long frame cow that comes out behind her in 4th place. The long frame cow, you appreciate her overall length all the way through. It's that length and the way she holds herself together that gives the advantage over the cow that follows out in 5th place. The cow in 5th, the cow that we moved up. When she's in line, you appreciate just that quality of udder, height and width of rear udder, and it's just that overall quality throughout that gives her the advantage over the cows that follow in behind her. Congratulations.
Now your 6-year-old class for the All-American Jersey Show is coming into the ring. Completing now the placings for the 5-year-old cow class. 3rd place in the class was 666. River Valley's Colton Juliet, exhibited by the Vieira Dairy Farms of Hillmar, California. 4th in the class went to 663. Meadow Ridge Vitality Strawberry, exhibited by Reby and Anderson from Cumberland, Wisconsin. 5th place went to 671. Rolling Spring Premier Lucille, exhibited by Evan Jacquet, Pulaski, Wisconsin. 6th place, 655. Daydreamer Premier Ruka, exhibited by the Glamour View Dairy of Walkersville, Maryland. 7th in the class, 672. Ratliff's Irwin Vancy, exhibited by Ron and Christy Ratliff from Garda, Kansas. 8th place, 664. Kitely Core Jersey Farm Motion Kingsley, exhibited by Kitely Core and Borba. 9th place, 680. Elliot's Fia's Charade, exhibited by Pat Corley from Oregon. And 10th place, 667. Cavetta Victorious Villanova, exhibited by Broke Folk Syndicate.
Well, we've got our senior champions and our intermediate champions and that great junior champion back out here for Grandy, your Holstein show. I wanted to take just a minute to thank everybody for giving me the opportunity to judge this show today. This is my family's favorite place to come show cattle. The fact that the exhibitors gave me the opportunity to do this is something I may never be able to say thank you enough for, but thank you very much. I also want to thank all the exhibitors and all the fitters, everybody that got these cows ready. They came out just tremendous. This was a great show, and I had a tremendous time getting to sort through your cattle today. With that, for me today, it's really easy. This pair of senior champions will be your grand and reserve today. The cows that have had that many calves and look like this, there's no reason to do anything different, but I think this is a great pair of young cows. Congratulations to all your Holstein show exhibitors, and thank you again. Hey, Evan, hold on just a second. I think they want to do best spread known to the show, and that's going to be you, so if you want to come back over here a minute. Okay, well, whatever. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to be ready to go the other side. 30 seconds, and I'll have this one wrapped up. What? She's going to be best spread known to the show. Okay. So one other thing, we're going to name a best bred known of our show, and our reserve intermediate champion, the first place senior 2-year-old, is going to be the best bred known to your show today. Congratulations.
So our grand champion for our Holstein show today will be number 299, Bud Johns Vale DRM Sunshine, exhibited by Chandler and Calvin Bennick. And the reserve champion award will go to 305 K. Hurst Armani Dazed ET, exhibited by Ackley Holsteins. Your best bred and owned for the show will be number 236. That's Oakfield Doorman Karma, exhibited by Oakfield Corners Dairy. And your premier breeder and premier exhibitor for the show will be Oakfield Corners Dairy.
One entry here in your senior best three for the Holstein show. All three cows won their class today. Three great young cows, so very handy winner for your senior best three today. Congratulations.
Best three females class is won by Oakfield Corners. Produce a dam, lead in please. Produce a dam, please. And the Herdsman Award for your Holstein show, that will go to Oakfield Corners Dairy. So you'll come forward. We have your banners and also your chair. Premier Breeder, Premier Exhibitor, and Herdsman Award to Oakfield Corners.
And just one entry here in your Produce a Dam for the Holstein show, but two extremely nice cows, your reserve intermediate champion in this group, so quite a really nice group of cows, certainly deserving to win. Congratulations.
Produce a Dam, Class 1 by Oakfield Corners. Right, if you all want to set up here at the picture spot for your Mid-East Fall National Hosting Show, get those pictures, and congratulations again to Oakfield Corners. And that will complete our hosting show, and our big thanks to Matt Mitchell from Speedwell, Tennessee, who has judged our classes, our heifers yesterday, and our cow classes here today. Matt always does a good job, whether he's here at the State Fair in North American, and so pleased to have him placing your hosting show, your Mid-East Fall National Hosting Show official now. Thanks to our judge, Matt Mitchell.